Hi everyone, welcome back to Hime Hime Star. So today I'm doing a tutorial on this look, which is a Gyaru makeup tutorial basically, but without any lenses whatsoever. Lash free and carefree. And this look does have a little bit of a red tone going on, but I explain in the tutorial how you can change that if you would like to. Before I actually get into it, I do want to mention a few things. If you are not really comfortable with Gyaru on yourself, don't do this look. If you are not wearing any circle lenses, don't do this look. That may sound harsh, but this isn't a look for everyone. It's not. And I don't know how well this is gonna look on somebody with shorter, straighter eyelashes. That's just, I don't know, because I only do this on myself. I've never done this on anybody else, and I do really want to say that unless you do every little thing, you know, if you do have your contour nose, if you do have your contour cheeks, if you do have the blush, if you have the lipstick, just makes it look more gal. You need everything. You can't just do just the eyes and nothing else. Then it's just gonna look like not normal makeup, but it's not gonna look Gyaru. So anyways, I hope that this tutorial will help you, and let's actually get into it now. Let's get into it. So today I'm actually gonna be doing both a lashless tutorial and also the look that I was wearing in my haul video recently, which is pretty much the exact same as what I do, except that I had incorporated a little bit of red into the look. So if you don't want that red, obviously you can just take that part out and you'll still get the look that you're going for. The main product, if you will, that I use is the Lorac Unzipped palette, but you can use any neutral palette that you want. So I'm going to be starting off by taking the shade Undercover, and it is a creamy nude matte shade. So just choose something that matches your skin tone or is a little bit lighter. We're just going to apply that all over from lid to brow bone. So now into the crease, I'm going to be using the shade Unspoken, which is this one right here. It's just kind of a slightly warm nude color, a little bit deeper. So I'm going to be using this kind of as like a contour-ish shade. So with this look, since you're not wearing any eyelashes, you do need the rest of the eyelid to be more defined. So I'm just going to put this into my crease. Using a big fluffy brush, so I didn't even mention that. So now I'm going to be incorporating some red into this look, and if you don't like the look of red colors on yourself or for whatever reason, just go ahead and use a darker brown. Usually what I would do in this case is I would use, from the same palette, I would use the shade Unbridled, which is kind of like a more burgundy kind of brown. So it does have that warmth, but it's not totally red, but I feel like going for it today, so we're gonna go with it. So I'm gonna take the shade Love Plus from Sugarpill. And no, I don't have the Flame Point palette. Is that what it's called? I think this was called. Because every time I try to buy it, it's sold out. So I just bought the singles that I wanted. I'm going to take this red and put it into my crease. I'm using the same brush that I had applied that color all over my lid in the first place, because it's kind of flat, so I can apply it exactly where I want it. So just kind of along the crease. And you don't have to bring it into the inner corner. I don't. I leave it mostly in the outer corner. Taking the same brush, I'm going to go back into the Lorac Unzip palette, and I'm going to take the shade Unbridled, which is a matte, kind of warm burgundy brown color. It's definitely brown, but it has a little bit of warmth into it, and I'm just going to go over that. Not completely, just more closer to the actual crease. I never really put anything too far into the, towards the inner part of my eye. I don't really like that look on me personally, but if you like having more color towards the middle front part, you know what I'm saying, this part of your face, then go ahead and do that. Now I'm gonna go in with that brush that we were using to apply that first crease color, and I'm just gonna blend everything out. So as you can see, it's still got that warmth, but it's not totally red anymore. I mean, it's still pretty red, but it's definitely a lot more passable if you're not used to wearing color. Now onto the part that will actually make this look Gyaru. I'm first going to take an angled eyeshadow brush thing, and I'm going to take a black eyeshadow. I'm using Urban Decay Blackout. Just whatever matte black eyeshadow you have. This is not what we're going to be using the whole time, this is just to kind of sketch the wing. So with this look, I don't typically like applying eyeliner to the upper eyelash just because it can get a little bit too heavy and it's going to be difficult to see the natural eyelashes at the end. So I usually will just take an eyeliner and do a wing going downwards and out. So I'm going to first do that with some black eyeshadow just to make it a little bit easier to later on trace over. So you just want to follow the shape that your eyelid naturally goes down in, if that makes sense. Just go down and then flick it out. Like that. So now that that is done, I'm going to be using, this is my first time using this eyeliner, but just use a pen eyeliner. This one is the e.l.f. Intense Ink Liner, so not sure how good this one will be, but just use a pen or liquid eyeliner that you feel comfortable using. You just want to apply it to that wing as if you're extending the line of your eye. Okay, so now that that is done, just go ahead and take that angled eyeliner brush and some more of that black eyeliner and just go over the end of it to blend it into the lash line on the upper lid. Because again, we don't want to line the eyelid, but you do need to blend this. So now we're going to use the same brush and I'm going to create the droop for the lower lashes. Well, except in this case we're not having lower lashes, so we're just going to create the droop. I like to follow where I flicked up. I like to follow that as the downward shape and then just connect it back into my actual lower lash line. And since you're not going to be wearing any actual eyelashes, you don't have to make as intense of a droop, but you do still want there to be a droop. If you skip the droop, it's really not going to look gal. I'm telling you that right now. And I like it to connect back to my lower lash line about halfway through, maybe even just a little bit before halfway, so right where like my pupils are. So you can probably see the eye shape is starting to come together. Now we're going to go back in with that pen liner and just make everything, just go over that line basically. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and smoke out that lower eyelash line. I'm going to use the same angled brush. I'm going to start with I'm going to just brush off the excess because there's really not that much product on there at this point. I'm going to start with the red, put that along the droop. And you can bring this in a little bit further than where the eyeliner goes. That's totally fine. I like to smoke it out quite a lot just because I find that the lower that I go, the larger my eyes tend to appear. Like when I wear eyelashes, I do droop my eyes quite a bit, so this helps to kind of mimic that look. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my original blending brush and I'm gonna take some more of that red, and I'm just gonna connect, because as you can see there's a little bit of a disconnect from where my crease ends and where that new droop is, so I'm just gonna kind of blend over it a little bit. You're not gonna be blending away that eyeliner because it should have already set by now. If you're using something that doesn't set, then I don't know, do this before. I always do this last just because sometimes I like to change the shape. Sometimes it's like a larger droop, sometimes it's a smaller droop. So now I'm going to be applying some gel eyeliner or any kind of pen or pencil, any kind of pencil or gel liner that will stick in your waterline for you personally. I like the Maybelline Eye Studio. It always works really well for me. So I'm going to be taking some of this and I'm going to apply it to the first half, the inner half of my lower lash line, just to where we have applied that black eyeliner as the new droop. And then I also like to apply it to the upper inner, like the tight line, is that what it's called? So by doing this, you're gonna get the appearance of having lined your eyes, and it also will help make your eyelashes look a little bit fuller, but you didn't actually have to apply it on your lid, so you're not sacrificing any lid space. Going back in with that pen eyeliner, you are going to extend the inner corners of your eye. And this is going to really help with the Gyaru eye shape because a lot of gals do extend their inner eyeline and have a wing. So by doing this, you're just gonna kind of complete the look. So I just follow the shape that my eye naturally goes down in and just make a little bit of a point in the inner corner. To make your lashes pop even more, applying a shimmery color to the center of your lid will create your eyelid to look rounder and kind of larger, but it will also help to contrast against the dark lashes. So I'm just going to take some of my Mary Loumanizer, my favorite highlighter, and I'm going to apply that onto the center of the lid. So now we are ready to do the eyelashes. So I'm just gonna put this out there. I know I have very long natural eyelashes, so this process that I'm doing might not work for you. So I'm gonna start with curling my eyelashes. These are literally some eyelash curlers that I got at Daiso. So, and just curl them. You want them to be as curled as possible because this is gonna make them look longer. So now I'm just going to apply some mascara. Use whatever mascara you like. For this one I'm using the Supersizer by Covergirl. Use a mascara that makes your eyelashes long but also thick. You do want that false eyelash effect. So now I'm going to apply some more mascara on the lower lashes, but only to about the halfway point, because after that, that's where our lashes start to droop off. So now the eyes are done. Now I'm going to do the rest of my face makeup, and I'll take you guys along with for today. So today I actually really want to try this new, it's not new, but it's new to me, e.l.f. Contour Blush Duo, and this one is it's in Fiji, and this one is a matte formula, so I'm excited to try that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the bronzer slash contour side of this, tap off the excess, and do my cheeks. Alright, same brush because I'm lazy. I'm going to use the blush side now. Tap off the excess, and I'm going to just apply this kind of on the tops of my cheeks. I don't know, in this area. You know what? I really like that. It looks really nice. You guys know I like heavy blush, or if you didn't, now you do know. I love heavy blush, so. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my highlighting, which is gonna take a little bit. I'm obsessed with highlighting, okay? So now I'm going to go in and I'm gonna highlight, and I'm gonna be using the Mary Loumanizer. I'm gonna start with that one. So I'm gonna take on a fluffy brush, like an eyeshadow blending brush, and I'm going to apply to the tops of my cheeks. It is so pretty. And I like to kind of create like a C-ish shape from my brow bone. So pretty. Because I know I haven't done my contour on my nose yet, so I'll save that highlighting for last, but I do also apply some on my tip of my nose. So I'm going to do some also on the Cupid's bow. Because I like highlighting on my chin, and I know not everybody likes this because some people do get oily on their chin. I have really dry skin, so I actually really like having the look of luminous, dewy skin because I don't have that naturally. So I just like apply some right there. Some in between my eyebrows because this helps with evening out my nose shape. Okay, so I am gonna contour, and if you haven't seen any of my makeup tutorials where I show my contouring, it's the same thing. Maybe I should do a separate video on this, I don't know. So I take the Maybelline Expert Wear eyeshadows, and this is the Sunbaked Neutral palette, and I take this shade right here. It's a slightly cool toned matte shade, and then I contour. So I'm going to take some Mary Loumanizer on a small but kind of fluffy eyeshadow brush, and just on the tip of my nose I like to apply some. You don't want to make it too wide because then it's going to look like you have a really wide nose, which you don't want because you just contoured it, so just keep it as, you know, right there as possible. So now onto the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Betty Loumanizer, which is this bronzy shade. Oh my god, I love this shade. So I'm going to take that on a much larger brush, and I'm going to apply this as an actual bronzer. So I'm going to go kind of on like the tops of my cheekbones, on the temples, and a little bit across the cheeks as well. Now the face makeup is done. So now I'm gonna go in with my lip color, which has conveniently dropped to the floor. I'm gonna take, what is this? The Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick, and this is in the shade 113. Gorgeous peachy nude. You guys have seen me use this before. So there you have it. This is my Gyaru without eyelashes tutorial. I really do hope that this helped, and I don't know how I feel about posting this, honestly. And you know, here's the thing about this look, is that if you don't have at least some sort of, if you don't have circle lenses, it's not gonna look out. If you don't have contour that fits your face, it's not gonna look out. If you don't have a blush, it's not gonna look out. If you don't have a lipstick, it's not gonna look out. If you don't have every little thing, if you don't have your hair done, it's not gonna look out. Like, you have to have everything done. So, I know this is gonna sound annoying, but like, I just don't know how I feel about new gals doing that. And I'll get into that another day. I do kind of feel weird posting this, and yeah, but this is how I do Gyaru without lashes, or yeah, Gyaru without lashes. But again, don't skip on the lenses, don't skip on everything else. You need it. I hope that this helped, and I hope that doesn't come off as too mean, but yeah, I hope this helped. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in another video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye! Ooh, it's starting to rain outside.